Tell me about yourself. Hi, I'm Rebecca Stauffer. I'm a sophomore here at Temple University. I'm a finance accounting double major, and I'm on the 5-year track to getting my 150 credits to take the CPA exam. I'm a member of a student professional organization, Institute of Management Accountants, where I'm new, but I'm in the running to be treasurer of the organization, which I would be really excited to do. I previously attended Clarion University, where I was also an accounting major, and my freshman year there, I was on the dean's list, so I was inducted into Phi Eta Sigma, National Honor Society, in the spring semester. They only take 1% of freshman year, so I was extremely grateful to be a part of that. I first got excited about accounting my senior year when I took a class because I was trying to figure out what part of business I was going to go to school for. I found that I was really excited about it. I was intrinsically motivated to do well. It wasn't just about the grade for me. I loved sitting down and doing a balance sheet and getting it right the first time, and if I didn't get it right, I loved figuring out where I made my error and what was wrong with it. I'm extremely goal-oriented. I love lists. I make a lot of lists so I can figure out where I'm at on a project and where I'm going with it, and ticking off accomplishments is always exciting. I'm competitive, mostly with myself. I like to challenge myself to do well and better, to succeed. If I get a 95 on one test, I want to get a 97 on the next one, and especially in accounting, that really gets me going because I challenge myself to do things right the first time, which isn't always easy, but I do my best. Tell me about a significant accomplishment. In my junior year of high school, a group of my friends and I were responsible for creating the French National Honor Society. I had these friends from 7th grade onward because we were all in French and we all loved French, so we did it as long as we could. And in my sophomore year, we all realized that our junior year would be our last time taking French because we had run out of courses to take. And we were all members of the French club. We were active members. We were excited about it. Some of us were officers. And we realized that as we met with the teacher and we were all very close, that the club wasn't as active as a whole as we would wanted it to be. There was a lot of socializing going on, people joining the club just to join a club, and they didn't care about French, they didn't care about doing anything as a group, they didn't want to raise money, or they weren't motivated at all or passionate about it. We were extremely passionate about it. It was something we cared deeply about. And after some research done on our own, we presented the idea to our teacher about creating the French National Honor Society. We knew that it meant we all had to have specific grades in French higher than an A. We all had to be motivated and passionate about the group all the time. There were activities to be done. There was a point system where you had to attend a certain amount of meetings and you had to attend a certain amount of events and create some events and work hard. And we loved that. We felt that we were going to build a group of people who we wanted to be with, who we wanted to share our love of French with. And my teacher thought it was a fantastic idea. She was very on board, and we did it. So in my junior year, we created the National Honor Society, and it was finalized, and we were all members, and a few of us were also officers of that, which was a big deal. And then my senior year, I became treasurer of the French National Honor Society, which was a big moment for me. And even more importantly, we realized that we were going to graduate and we really weren't going to be a part of it anymore. So it became a really emotional time for us. And I'd have to say the best part of that was that at the end of my senior year in May, the last thing that we had to do with the National Honor Society was induct the new members into the group. And it was really moving because it's a ceremony of sorts. There are candles and there are speeches, and we had to speak in French, which was really nerve-wracking in front of all those people. But as we pinned all these new members who were really excited and honored to be part of the group, we felt like we had really started a great tradition, and it's something I'll always be proud of. Something I learned from class. I'd have to say that I think that the most important thing that I'm going to take away from this class, and there's a lot that I've taken from this class that I'm really excited to have in my toolkit of business knowledge, is just a level of professionalism at all times. I have picked up any future leadership skills that I hope to possess, and maybe currently possess. I learned a lot about group projects, which I'm delighted by. I was never a fan of group projects until I had to do one for this class, and I got really lucky with my group, I think. I enjoyed it, and we still chat, which I'm genuinely surprised by. I learned a lot from the corporate analysis project. I learned that I'm not just interested in accounting, I'm interested in business. I love it. I've never been more sure of anything in my life except that I'm ecstatic to be a part of the business world. And from the corporate analysis, I took that I'm genuinely fascinated by everything that goes into a business. I loved researching GAAP, which is what I did. I was inspired by a Wall Street Journal article I read about the GAAP and how they were implementing all these new programs and how their sales were actually going up considering they took a major hit. And I loved researching the company and finding things out about it, and putting myself into that project was a really great learning experience. So I would definitely say that I came into Fox thinking that I understood how the business world worked, but I'm coming out of this HR class truly understanding how the business world works and figuring out how I'm going to excel in it. And I've never been more confident about that. And I'm extremely grateful. And thank you for your time.